Hi and hello, it is me, DJSoulbutter, and I just want to say Valentine's Day is a made up corporate event to make you feel sorry for yourself or lonely and spend money. It's complete bullshit, but I do hope that you feel love today. Somehow, some way, whether it's loving yourself, love from your adorable pet, love from your significant other, or love from me. DJ Soulbutter loves you. Now, this Friday retro review, or throwback classic, however you want to say it, I want to talk about a record that this week actually celebrates its 10-year anniversary, which now makes it qualified for one of my throwback reviews. And that is a record that is very, very important to me. It is the sophomore album from Father John Misty, I Love You, Honeybear. When I talk about certain records as far as having a certain level of vulnerability or kind of bearing out your soul in a very uncomfortable manner, I feel like the root of that for me always comes back to this record because the first time I ever heard it, I was just completely shell shocked. Like, I was stunned by how frank of an album this was. Like, this moved me to the core. And this album, I feel like I've never, ever, ever listened to something that was so incredibly drenched in shame. It's just so unapologetic as far as showing all the wounds, showing all the scars, showing all your imperfections and how you feel like you're worthy of love. You definitely want love, but you're not sure if you deserve it. It's a really tragic autopsy of yourself. Like, Father John Misty is basically laying down on the gurney, exposing himself and letting you, as the listener, decide, is this worth it? Do I want to go down this path with you? And I decided a long time ago, I want to. Because Father John Misty, as I've mentioned in the past, his music has definitely become kind of my therapy in a very strange way. But this album just really started it all for me. Now, continuing to pontificate upon the ideas of love because it is Valentine's Day, I do feel like this album expertly dissects each level of love, as far as the very beginnings, as far as a fresh, budding romance and all the excitement that comes behind it, all the way to the toxic codependency that may also exist in a romance. Now, another thing about this album is that it's cynical take on marriage. Like, if you follow me, if you've been watching my videos, you know that I am married. And I may have a different ideology behind the institution of marriage as far as its importance and commitment, sharing a home with someone, building a life with someone. But that doesn't mean I reject, I guess, the core beliefs behind this music because it's definitely genuine. It's not just snarky for snarky sake. It's something that's real and you have to respect it. And the music is just incredible as far as the instrumentation on this record because it's very textured, it's very lush, but it's also surprisingly simplistic. Like, there's not many frills to this record, but when you look at a song, for example, like Born in the USA, at its core, it's basically just these soaring vocals of Father John Misty with a piano. But those two things together transports you to a completely different plane of existence. And again, I have to harp on the lyrical content because when you listen to a song like that, why are you embarrassing yourself like that? Why are you putting yourself out there for people to just judge you? Like, that's again the thing that just boggles my mind about Father John Misty's music in general, not just this album, but all his work. And to me, that's what makes him such an incredibly important artist. Like, he is in my personal top 10 favorite artists ever. That may be a crazy thing to say, but that's how much his music moves me. Now, I know I'm not breaking any new ground or blowing any minds or saying something incredibly original, but despite the pain and suffering that you may get when you engage with someone new, have a relationship, make these commitments, for some odd reason, love always makes it feel worth it. So, yeah. Again, happy Valentine's Day, even though it's trash, but obviously, 10 sticks of butter. Thank you for watching. Peace, love, butter. Mwah, 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 mwah.